Vocal pauses. We all use them. Whether it be in a presentation or a conversation in general, it seems like it just can't be avoided. But why do we do it, and how can we stop it? Andrew Goetz teaches FCA, a class that focuses on presentations and public speaking. Goetz believes that the importance of public speaking is based on the awareness of what we're saying and how to fix it.
Some students come in with a feeling of anxiety about doing public presentations, public speaking presentations. And my job primarily is just to remind the students that they're going to be able to do successfully what they already know how to do. The biggest thing that I can help them with, I think, or one of the biggest things relative to speech presentations, is helping students to become attuned to their own vocal pauses. And one of the ways that we do that here in FCA is when the students are practicing with one another, I'll have them give some kind of a visual cue every time the partner does the presentation. Every time the partner does a vocal pause, an or an the person gives them a visual cue. And it just tunes your ears into whatever vocal pauses that you're doing. When we vocal pause, it gives a nonverbal piece of communication that says, I'm not quite sure of the answer that I'm giving yet. It's one of those things that's kind of fun for me as a teacher, when you have somebody up there doing a presentation and they vocal pause, but they hear their own vocal pause and then they react to it. So for example, they'll be up there, okay, so I'm going to do my presentation and no, don't count that. You know, and that's the kind of thing that happens. And so that's a happy thing for me, because then I know that the student is becoming aware of his or her vocal pauses. And once you're aware of it, you can change it.
Speech and debate teacher Melissa Donahue sees success in her students and how they improve their skills. She understands that the most effective component of good speech is the practice that comes along with it.
Definitely, I think the students have been improving. They've been getting better and better to the point of really competing with a lot of the collegiate level students. I see that with a lot of students in my speech and debate class, as well as kids that actually compete in speech and debate with the idea of a lot of vocal pauses that seem to get in the way and slow students down at times. I think probably the big issue surrounding the vocal pauses is the fact that it tends to kind of lose credibility for the speaker. But a big thing that I also stress is just really knowing your material and practicing it over and over again. I think it probably goes back to believing in what that person is saying, or being able to understand them. And the more the vocal pausing happens, the more that starts to take away from what the student is actually saying.
While we may not hear them most of the time, our vocal pauses are still there, but becoming aware is the key. If we continue to listen to our voices more, we'll get even closer to getting 100 on that presentation. I'm Riley Johansen, NBC News.